Is definitely a looming constitutional crisis, and as our last guest explained quite well, is that the president, well, if he had been facing problems when it comes to corruption charges alongside he and his wife, or there could well be more legal drama if it's an attempted coup now, there will be repercussions for that. So his time as leader is certainly ticking downwards. For more US reaction now, let's bring in our Washington correspondent, Annelise Nielsen. So America seems to have caught by surprise here, Annelise.
Look, much like the rest of the world, but this is critical for the United States. South Korea is a treaty ally and a big part of what's been the Biden administration's push in security in Asia to increase the strength of the alliance between South Korea and the United States. Don't forget there's 30,000 US troops based there as well. So the fact that they didn't see this coming, much like the rest of the world, of course, but in a security sense, is going to be something they're looking at very closely. In the meantime, Joe Biden's in Africa at the moment on an official visit to Angola. It was there when he was asked. He briefly acknowledged that he was only being briefed on the details as it was all happening.
Mr. President, anything on South Korea, martial law?
I'm just getting briefed. I'm just getting briefed.
Thank you.
The White House National Security Council put out a statement earlier today saying the administration's in contact with the ROK government and is monitoring the situation closely as we work to learn more. The US was not notified in advance of this announcement. We are seriously concerned by the developments we are seeing on the ground in the ROK. What they're also watching closely, of course, is from the State Department purview. This is where they've been closely working on this relationship between the two countries, in particular as a security partner against the strengthening security presence of China in the region, but also, of course, North Korea, as the US has a nuclear protection agreement with South Korea over that space dating back to World War II. So this was the response from the State Department earlier today.
We are watching the recent developments in the ROK with grave concern. We are seeking to engage with our Republic of Korea counterparts at every level, both here in the United States and in Seoul. The Secretary has been briefed, and we're keeping him appraised of the developments, as well as monitoring closely what's happening on the ground.
There has been a travel lid called while Joe Biden is in Africa, so it's not anticipated we'll necessarily hear from him again tonight, but he has previously had a close relationship with the South Korean government during his administration, and so there will be some expectation we'll hear more from the US side about what they expect this to mean, especially as we come up to Inauguration Day and a new administration for the United States.